Door's chained up on the other end.
Movement detected. Curious.
Nice.
Is someone present?
Hostile sensor reading detected.
Sensors indicating concealed organic life form. There you are.
Would appear my target.
Anyone you walk away from. Doing them much good at this point. You want me to take a look at that terminal? Say the word.
That's it.
Powering up. Protectron on. Respond this assault directly to. Hello. Move along, citizen. Fort Hagen.
I'll be doing the world a service.
Damage.
What else you got?
Engaging. Targeting sensors.
You don't have to do that.
Sweet.
Things got hairy for them at the old Cambridge police station. About this kind of firepower these guys have. They're fine now, but everyone's favorite.
Lights out for you.
Yes.
Really want this to be the last month?
Initiate
You're in for it
directive
now. Looks clear.
Got it.
I am detecting stealth activity.
What's that? You're not alone.
Directive received. Victim of violence.
Now, that's one way to get the coolant pumping.
Got it.
There any machines you can't run on? Spared no expense, did they?
That's it.
Going up.
Got it.
Going down. More. Is someone present? Attacking enemy. Taking down.
Sweet.
We'll make something out of the Commonwealth yet.
Hey,
I'll see what I can. Do. You got a thing for antiques, huh?
Yeah, if it isn't my old friend, the frozen TV dinner. Last time we met, you were cozying up to the an apple cobbler. Sorry your house has been a wreck for 200 years, but I don't need a roommate. Leave. Never expected you to come knocking on my door. Gave you 50-50 odds of making it to Diamond City. After that, figured the Commonwealth would chew you up like jerky.
Of the Institute,
Then.
you must be destroyed.
Bothering anybody now.
Look, you're pissed off, I get it, I do. But whatever you hope to accomplish in here, it's not gonna go your way.
Whoever or whatever you are, I know you are.
I'm through.
Damn.
That's it.
Intruder in Fort Hagen. Eliminating hostile.
Someone's coming.
Directive received from
Look who
Kellogg.
it is.
Destroy intruder.
Didn't even break a sweat. Not that it's an option.
That's it. Hey,
There's something you need? Looking for something?
hell yeah.
Attacking enemy.
I'll be doing the world a service.
Yes.
You got guts and determination. It's admirable. But you are in over your head in ways you can't possibly comprehend.
Hey.
Never expected you to come knocking on my door. Gave you 50-50 odds of making it to Diamond City. After that, figured the Commonwealth would chew you up like jerky.
Lights out for you!
Hey,
I'm listening. Thank you.
Look, you're pissed off, I get it, I do. But whatever you hope...
got it.
to accomplish in here? It's... not gonna get away.
hostile sensor reading. My scanners must be malfunctioning. Actuator damaged. Asset held in danger. Defending.
Last.
Nice.
You got guts and determination. It's admirable. But you are in over your head in ways you can't possibly comprehend.
Is someone present?
Shutting down.
Nice.
Hello?
By order of the Institute, you must be destroyed.
Yes.
Got him.
Initiate directive.
You don't have to do this.
About violence.
Just when I thought we were getting along.
It's not too late. Stop. Turn around and leave. You have that option. Not a lot of... people can see that.
Sweet. Got it. Hey,
I'll see what
Over
I can
here.
do.
hey,
What's the plan?
that's it. Sweet.
Okay, you made it. I'm just up ahead. My sins are standing down. Let's talk. And there he is. Most resilient man in the Commonwealth. I thought I had that honor. You came a long way. Let's hear it.
Where is my son? Where is Sean?
Pal, I'm just a puppet like you. My stage is a little bigger, that's all. Sean's a good kid. Bit older than you expected, am I right? But he's doing great. Only, he's not here. He's with the people pulling the strings.
Then you're gonna take me to him. Right now.
Take you to him. Like I could, even if I wanted to. Don't you get it? Your son, he's in a place nobody can reach. Sean's safe, at home. In the Institute.
So where is it, huh? This institute. How do I get there?
Haven't you been paying attention? You don't find the Institute. The Institute finds you. You open the closet, it's just a closet. You can never find the monster that hides inside. Not until it jumps out at you. But I think we've been talking long enough. We both know how this has to end. So, you ready?
You know, in 100 years, when I finally die, I only hope I go to hell, so I can kill you all over again, you piece of shit.
hurting anyone else. We should take a look around, get all the intel this place can hide.
All this tech. You were barely human. Hey.
Do something for... for you?
Yes. Nick.
So, Kellogg wasn't giving us any bull. Your son really is on the inside. Even I don't know where the Institute is. And they built me.
You don't know anything, Nick?
Look at me. I'm trash. They threw me in the junk pile ages ago. Just another discarded prototype. Didn't exactly leave me the house keys. We're in the weeds here. Time to take a step back. Bring in some fresh eyes. Only person I know willing to snoop up the Institute's tail feathers is Piper, the reporter in Diamond City. I say we head her way. Talk this through.
How could Piper help us?
Trust me, that dame knows a lot more than she lets on. And she lets on a lot. If I know her, she's done her homework. And we need to talk this through with someone.
Diamond City it is.
Hey, chin up. I know the night just got darker, but it won't last forever.
intentions are peaceful. We are the Brotherhood of Steel.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5.
Deep into that darkness.
All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
Fearing.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately.
Talk and talk boring. Humans should fight more.
You want your meat sliced thin? You can cut it your damn self.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Brahmin's fresh.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently they've suffered from some sort of disease outbreak in there. I guess maybe it's evidently pretty serious. What they're going through. I have seen reports of fatalities. From my understanding, that they now have to bump into someone.
Yes? Yeah?
Oh, I'm getting worried about Paul. Nobody's seen him in days.
You're the greatest baseball collector I've met in a long time. Hey, thanks again for bringing me those relics. Now, you...
Right. I've got a few minutes to browse.
The genuine articles.
Heads up.
There's something you need?
You keep that synth freak at arm's length. You understand me?
Well, well. Nikki Valentine walks into my office for a change.
What can I say, Piper? You, me, and hard luck all seem to run together like acid rain down an old sewer.
You, including your client here in that analogy? So, you two are finally letting me in on this little case of yours. What's the story?
We need help, Piper. This man named Kellogg kidnapped my son. But that wasn't all. He was working with the Institute. He gave them Sean.
The Institute. Oh boy. I've been investigating these creeps for over a year now. The Commonwealth's boogeyman. Feared and hated by everyone.
True enough.
Sometimes they snatch people in the middle of the night, and sometimes they leave old synths behind to remind us that they're out there, but to this day, there's one thing nobody really knows.
Where the Institute actually is. Or how to get in.
Exactly. But there's one person who has to know, right? The guy who just handed them Sean.
Kellogg. Huh.
Man like that would have had access. In and out.
But we both know that angle isn't going to work.
Because he's dead.
So, a murderer and a kidnapper gets his brains blown out by an avenging parent. Huh. Be a great ending if we didn't still have the biggest mystery in the Commonwealth to solve.
So, what now?
Gets his brains blown out. Huh. His brains. You know, we may not need the man at all.
You're talking crazy here, Nick. Got a fault in the old subroutines?
Look, there's a place in Good Neighbor called the Memory Den. Relive the past moments in your mind as clear as the day they happened. If anyone could get a dead brain to sing, it'll be Dr. Amari, the mind behind the memories.
I hope you're right, Nick.
Let's see. I guess we're gonna need a piece of Kellogg's brain. Enough gray matter to bring to Amari and find out if this is going to work.
Jesus, Nick. Gross. Seriously?
I know it's grisly, but what choice do we have? We got no leads, nothing. That old Merc's brain just might have all the secrets we need to know.
Actually, I think I already have something. Kellogg had this thing attached to his head.
Cybernetics, huh? We may have just won the lottery.
Whether we're riding this crazy brain train or not, we can't all go running across the Commonwealth, so... who's coming with you?
I have to go to the memory den either way, if I'm gonna introduce you to Amari. But if you want to head there together, just say so.
I'll head there on my own.
All right. See you at the den. Don't worry. We're gonna get your boy back. Just a few more steps.
While you two are out, I'm gonna do some more research. I'll be here if you need me.
Hey, Piper.
You know, the Institute has a lot of enemies. The Minutemen tangled with them once. The Railroad still does. I've even got some notes on these new guys. The Brotherhood of Steel.
That Brotherhood airship is hard to miss.
The Brotherhood of Steel doesn't do subtle. From what I've heard, they take whatever they want. Especially if it's high-tech. They just might have the muscle to give the Institute a run for their money, but they're... let's just say they have their own agenda.
Tell me about the Minutemen.
You know that group you rescued and conquered? As far as I know, they're the last Minutemen left in the Commonwealth. They used to be a volunteer army, dedicated to protecting friends, family, and neighbors. Sounds soft, but they were a real thing at one point.
You said something about the railroad.
Supposedly, they help runaway synths escape the Institute, but they're secretive. Ultra paranoid. The only thing I have is a rumor. A code phrase. Follow the Freedom Trail.
I should get going.
All right.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 9-5. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge police station immediately for reassignment. Repeating.
These burn marks. They must have spent a whole case of ammo holding this site.
Suppose that means we missed all the fun. No one's gonna move on this place now that the Pridwin's in town.
Paladin Dance is waiting for you inside, recruit.
Hi.
Charging into a situation guns blazing is a good way to get yourself killed.
Cavalry's arrived. And it looks like they sent in the big guns.
Why did the Brotherhood send it here?
We call our ship the Pridwin. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxon's here. And that means we're going to war.
Gonna be a quick war with that thing on our side.
That's the plan. If history's proven anything, it's that an overwhelming show of force has a chance of halting a conflict before it begins. That being said, you're about to get to know the Pridwin up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
It can be so hard to find good artifacts these days. Ones us scribes can actually glean information from. But it's always worth it when we do.
Scribe Halen?
Watch your back out there. I'm guessing we're not the only ones scouring the Commonwealth for those artifacts.
I'd gladly lay down my life if it keeps humanity from repeating the apocalypse. There's no time to waste when there's work to be done.
Night, Reese. Another batch of scans from the Pridwins just arrived.
Finally. I was itching to head out on an extermination op.
Well, there are plenty of objectives to choose from. The Commonwealth is still crawling with barrels, super mutants, synths, you name it.
Sounds like more than I can handle on my own. I'll see if I can get someone else to help me take these targets down. Get moving. That location isn't gonna clear itself.
The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust off the Pridwin's hull. From the outside.
Excuse me.
The Commonwealth isn't getting any safer with you hanging around the police station. Get going!
I can't believe super mutants were human once. How could science have gone so wrong?
Nice. There we go.
Hey.
Have you ever fired a minigun? Chews through ferals like paper. Our vertibirds should give us the air superiority we need to win this war. We'll stop the Institute. For Maxon and for the Brotherhood.
Unless you like getting shot, never turn your back on a gunner. No matter how many battles we win, there's always another fight ahead of us.
That minigun in front of you, loaded and ready to fire. If you spot anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the local. The Commonwealth looks different from up here, doesn't it? It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battlefield changes from the air. We're gonna need that edge when we take on the Institute. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. I wish everyone down there believed in our cause. But they've been blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. We're on final approach to the airport. The Prydwen should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions. Far too long since I've been aboard. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
Permission to come aboard, sir?
Mission granted. Welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I feel promoted him to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request. Place the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the privy and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin.
You lost. Maxon's address is being held on the command deck.
Don't let Ingram catch you standing around. You'll be on the board before you can blink. Status report.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on, Knight. Hot shots, big mouths, end up with closed casting.
So, you're the one Paladin Danse has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
Looks can be deceiving.
Which is precisely why I personally insist on scrutinizing every recruit who boards this vessel. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal in mind. As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
Absolutely.
Good. That's all for now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address. After which, Elder Maxon wishes to have a word with you. If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
Can you tell me anything about Elder Maxon?
Elder Maxon is the supreme commander of the Brotherhood. Without his tenacity and his vision, we'd still be a small group of complacent stragglers, occupying the Citadel in the capital wasteland. In a mere decade, he's grown the Brotherhood of Steel into a major military force. He's an inspiration to us all. Is there anything else?
Where can I get power armor?
Only knights are allowed to wear Brotherhood power armor. And you're no knight. Not yet. Until Elder Maxon grants you that title, you'll have to make do with what you've got. Anything else?
What are my orders?
Your orders are to proceed to Elder Maxon. Anything else?
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate.
Excuse me.
I can't talk to you right now. Maxon is preparing to address you. Talk to you right now. Maxon is preparing to address you.
Welcome aboard. Elder Maxon is holding his...
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose. And beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute's scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the Synth. A robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam! Ad Victoriam! If it was up to me, I'd take every barrel, mutie, and synth and shoot them.
The Commonwealth's a dangerous place. Make sure you gear up before you head out.
I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
I can see that. They're playing with fire and we need to save them.
Exactly. I just hope we're here in time. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
I hope this isn't another Brotherhood morals lecture.
Not at all. In fact, it's clear from Paladin Dance's report that you understand our core values. He feels you've become quite an asset to us. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Pridwin and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Pridwin, soldier. Make us proud.
Engine turbines at 87% efficiency.
Hey there.
Congratulations on the promotion, Knight.
Trying to minimize reactor jitter, adjusting compression rate.
Hull plating integrity looks good. No need for adjustments.
I believe you're needed elsewhere right now. We can talk later.
Looks like we have a thruster imbalance. Tweaking pitch.
Stray radio signals keep pinging the array. Gonna try to filter it out.
Don't despair, brother. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
Can't pick this.
I hope we're staying real.
Did you get a good look at the Commonwealth as we flew in? Pretty amazing, huh?
Always has the same. Rubble here, charge you there. This,
Sure, wasteland's no paradise. There's life in the wasteland. I think that's worth something.
That's it.
We can talk shop after you've fully checked in with Elder Maxon and Paladin Dance.
Put two in the head and they'll stay dead. Advice to live by.
There. That should hold.
Thank you, sister.
You know, we wouldn't have
Outright me or not, don't touch the experiments.
Your concerns are
Please.
noted, Scribe.
Sir.
Give Proctor Ingram my thanks for letting me borrow you.
If
Feel
you're
free to
looking
have a
for
look at
another
the
safe
specimens,
haven,
but
there's
please
shelter
don't
and
touch
supplies
anything.
at the police
I
station
refuse
in
to be held
Cambridge.
responsible if you're injured. Didn't you want to hear about my experiment?
Nariah.
Feel free to have a look at the specimens, but please don't touch anything. I refuse to be held responsible if you're injured.
Quite a collection you've got here.
Well, thank you. Most people don't appreciate the important work that I'm trying to do here. I'm on the cusp of discovering how these creatures' bodies have adapted to the radiation that's infiltrated their habitats. If I can crack the code, I can equip our troops with a protective compound far superior to Rad-X.
What do you mean, crack the code?
The genetic code. The DNA sequences that are in every living thing. You see, the ionizing radiation left behind by the Great War kills because it damages most living things on a cellular level. However, After several generations, these creatures' bodies have adapted by altering their genetic makeup to prevent cellular disruption. I believe I've discovered how I can replicate that genetic restructuring rapidly. Instead of decades, I can do it in moments. For a short period of time, anyway.
I'm sold. If you're looking for someone to help, you can sign me up.
I appreciate the offer, but unfortunately, I've hit a stumbling block. The specimens I've already captured can only produce so much blood and genetic material. If I try and harvest too much, they'll die. What I need are more samples of blood from the creatures roaming the Commonwealth.
No problem. I'd be glad to help.
I appreciate your confidence in my abilities, brother. I've modified your Pip-Boy to scan the corpse of any freshly killed creature that has the proper type of blood in its body. All you have to do is pick up any viable sample and bring it back to me. Hey, I really appreciate you doing this for me. It's nice to know I'm not the only person in the Brotherhood with an open mind.
Ad Victoriam, brother.
Oh god, mole rat on a stick was a really bad idea. Excuse me.
Never forget, you are the eyes and the ears of the Brotherhood. If you see or hear anything suspicious, it is your duty to report it immediately. We live in enemy territory now. Your vigilance could mean the difference between life and death. Understood?
Yes, sir! Yes, sir!
Good. Ad Victoriam, squires.
Ad Victoriam! Ad Victoriam!
Dismissed.
Proctor Ingram said she needed this suit tested yesterday.
Yeah, I get it. Just, what if I miss?
Don't.
Okay, sure. Firing. Everything holding together?
Trust me, you'd know.
Good. Firing!
All right. Everything looks nominal. And you didn't scuttle the ship. Thanks, Initiate.
Sure. Anytime.
Yes.
Watch your step on the flight deck. It's a long way down.
Do you know what a 10-pound cockroach can do to a buoyancy regulator? Don't get smart. You want to see the Brotherhood's greatest warship brought down by bugs?
All right. Just don't tell Ingram, okay?
Fine. But there's a reason food's not allowed near the instrumentation.
Liberating the Commonwealth is a huge responsibility, but we'll get the job done.
Oh man, if I'm late for muster one more time, Captain Kells is gonna have me do 100 push-ups. Night.
Come find me when you're done checking in with Maxon and Dance.
know those synths with the plastic faces? They creep me the heck out.
Don't let Maxon's age fool you. He's a brilliant tactician and an experienced soldier.
There, try it now.
Nothing. I was supposed to report 10 minutes ago. If you can't fix it...
I can fix it. You're the one who decided to kick your way through a Mirelurk. Got it.
The human-looking synths are the worst. They hide in plain sight.
I owe you.
So how did it look?
Lancer Captain Kells is one of the finest officers I've ever had the pleasure of serving under.
Paladin Dance.
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
Maxon seems so young compared to everyone else. You're okay with that?
Don't let his age fool you. Maxon's a brilliant tactician, a formidable warrior, and possesses an idealistic vision for the future of the Brotherhood. I'd follow him anywhere, without question.
Why are you so confident in his abilities?
A decade ago, the Brotherhood had almost gone completely astray. The Elder before Maxon sent us down a path that was leading nowhere. He was more concerned about charity than the preservation of technology. But when Maxon took over, he single-handedly reprioritized the Brotherhood from the ground up and put us back on the path to glory. This ship and its crew are a testament to his leadership.
I was very impressed with him. He seems to know what's best for everyone.
Exactly. Without his determination, we'd be lost. I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
I won't let you down, Dance. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding. Don't worry. You'll get used to sleeping comfortably underneath massive containers of highly flammable gas.
With the Pridwin in town, the Institute doesn't have a chance.
Hey there.
There are days I miss being out in the field, usually during lunches. Mess is self-service, brother. You take what you need.
Greetings, Knight.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
What are you doing with all these books?
I suppose I could stop working for a moment to address your question.
Which books contain pertinent information?
Technical volumes, repair manuals, design philosophies, medical research. Anything that enhances the Brotherhood's knowledge. That's why I consider everything else a waste of paper.
Whatever suits you.
Expanding the technological knowledge of the Brotherhood is what suits me. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Proctor Quinlan.
Please, finish your introductions by all means. But I do hope you'll consider assisting me when you're done.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
What kind of medical exam? I feel fine.
There's nothing to be alarmed about. I just have a few simple questions about your medical history. It's my responsibility to make sure that you don't bring anything up here that could pose a threat to the crew. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? What? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Have you had problems with the crew catching diseases?
Well, yes, actually. It's not unusual for our recon teams to stumble across contaminated environments or disease-carrying creatures. We don't want a single crewman infecting the entire ship. Anyway, this exam is about you, so have you had or come in contact with anyone carrying a communicable disease?
Honestly, I don't remember.
Well, you don't appear to be suffering from any long-term ill effects, so I'll assume you haven't. Third question, and please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
Well, there was this one really ugly girl in college. I mean, I had to get drunk, and it was a dare, and ugh.
That hardly qualifies, so I'll just put no. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
That's more of a morals question, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I feel that the mental state of the crew is just as important as the physical. Anyone that hesitates firing in combat due to misguided moral standards certainly isn't Brotherhood material. So what about you? Would you have a problem with it?
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever it takes to defend myself.
That's an acceptable answer, and the most common. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
I'd just leave that if I were you.
Looking for medical assistance, soldier?
You're an inspiration to us all, Knight.
Do have the key.
My duty shift was long. I'm glad we're making a difference.
So, you're the new recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
What were you expecting?
The last batch of recruits we took on were wastelanders. Dirty, beaten up, looking for a handout. They were desperate and looking for an easy out. You look like you're here for a reason. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram. And this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Is this where I get my power armor?
Ha! That's always the first question from the new guys. Let's see. I just fixed up a pretty decent T-60 suit. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. It's sitting in Bay 3. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
Actually, you seem to be getting around really well.
I suppose it's better than the alternative. Anyway, if you need any work done on your power armor, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Hesitating to pull the trigger on any of the Commonwealth scum can be fatal.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Why are you in there?
I'm glad you asked. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
buy them? Since when does the military sell equipment to its own soldiers?
Since someone dropped a whole bunch of bombs and blew up every single factory that manufactured weapons and ammunition. Keeping the Brotherhood supplied takes caps, and everyone contributes to the cause. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
What sort of extra work are we talking about?
Oh, no. It's nothing like you're thinking. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, a gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
Ferals. Radiation has
Can
a
I
twisted
help you
sense
with
of
anything?
humor.
I'm looking for some firepower.
Sure, I've got something that'll put a smile on your face. What can I get for you today?
Have anything unusual?
I have some special mods I've been working on. Sort of a hobby I have to pass the time. Real high-powered stuff. Slap a few of them onto your weapons, and I am pretty sure they'll put a smile on your face.
Let's hear a bit more about that extra work you mentioned.
Hard to resist the lure of extra caps. The food stores don't replenish themselves, so I need legs on the ground to hit up farms in the area. We'll be requisitioning a portion of their harvest, and I need that food crated and ready to go for when I send out a collection team. Your mission will be to ensure full cooperation of the civilian farmers, by any means necessary.
Any means necessary? You're giving me carte blanche on this.
You said it. Like they say, if you aren't with us, you're against us. Think you can handle that?
Not interested.
Don't forget, there's caps in it for you. Come back if you change your mind.
Look alive.
Need something? Well, let's see what you required.
Treat your power armor well, it can get you through anything.
If you run into any synths, shoot to kill. We don't take prisoners.
By Elder Maxon's orders, all forms of technology should be confiscated or collected.
This is Ellie Perkins from Valentine's Detective Agency with a message for Nick's partner.
Having to quit with
We've got a new case and it sounds urgent. Stop by the office. I'll be waiting. Setting this to repeat.
Maxim might appear compassionate. I can assure you.
This is Ellie Perkins from Valentine's Detective Agency with a message for Nick's partner. We've got a new case and it sounds urgent. Stop by the office. I'll be waiting. Setting this to repeat. This is Ellie Perkins from Valentine's Detective Agency with a message for Nick's partner. We've got a new case and it sounds urgent.
Outstanding!
Stop by the
I
office.
can see you don't need my supervision.
Setting this to repeat.
Feels like you can take on the world with your guns.
Must find the men of science and institutes of learning. Surely they are out there still. Are eager to absorb new data. I find this traveling agrees with me.
Too much of that stuff is all in the mind. Into each heart.
This place is starting to look like a prop.